Hey, what's up? I'm Natalie from The Devil Wears Parsley.
And I'm Angel Orozco, and we are
Hoppily
Hoppily
Ever
Ever After.
After. What's up, everyone? So we're back. We're back. Hoppily Ever After, doing some more brew reviews. We're not doing it live this time because we think this would be easier, and the
And I
video.
think, the video will be nicer and
Yeah.
get some better quality for us. And we found some great beers to do this segment with here.
Yeah. So what we're doing today is Sparkleberry from Bell's Brewing. It is Belgian style triple ale brewed with raspberries.
Going big, y'all.
Yeah, man. So we're big hop heads. So I figured we're gonna go. We're just gonna go out of our comfort zone and do some Belgian triples. I really like this style too, though. So there is that.
Yeah, you're a big Belgian head. I know it's talking about hop heads, but Natalie's always looking for that little Belgian tap on your in your bars and on your tap list. So,
Yeah.
So she found one and she brought it to us, and we're bringing it to you.
Woo!
Sparkleberry.
Sparkleberry. So Bell's has been around for a while, back in the 90s.
It's a great brewery.
Yeah, even it's a guy by the name of Mr. Bell. I forget his first name. But this actual brew right here, Sparkleberry, won a GABF bronze medal in 2013.
That's a Great American Beer Festival.
Yeah. And it was originally brewed for the Kalamazoo Pride in 2013, and it was just so popular that they decided to can it. And it's only been around for about a month, so this is pretty new. And since it's coming from Michigan, it's made it all the way out here to California, so we're lucky.
That's awesome. Over the last few years, beers from the mid coast and the east coast have been making their way into Southern California and California in general. And we've been fortunate to have some Bells on hand for a couple of years now. They're known for one of their great IPAs that I've yet to put my hands around, and it's called Hop Slam. But most of the beer aficionados, they've gotten in there and they've paid the $21 six-pack price. And I'm so frugal, cheap, that I have not done it yet. I just have a problem paying $21 for a six-pack of beer, you know. But you can also get their Two-Hearted Ale, which is an IPA that has been beating out Pliny the Elder over the last few years as far as IPAs go. And so that's a good beer available at a pretty reasonable price.
When's the last time we had that beer?
I've been thinking that I'm going to pick up some more Two-Hearted, and just to see again what that tasted like, and maybe I'll grab a Pliny because I know where they sell them.
Oh, we got the hookup. It's La Bodega in Riverside.
Yeah, see Kim.
Yeah, she'll hook you up. So let's get into this beer, shall we?
All right,
Let's
I'm
do
excited about this.
the pour.
Let's get it over here to the pour cam.
On their website, I went and checked it out. The proper glassware for this beer is a snifter. That's why we've got two snifters here. Ooh.
Got my snifter working right now.
That just bubbled right on your nose.
And just looking at this, you can see the pinkish hue
Oh my
in the head. So here we go.
I can't wait to drink it.
Look at that color.
Oh, that is a nice color. For this beer also, they actually had a food pairing suggestions on their website too, which was very nice. All right. No, oh, we gotta get it for the pour cam. The pour cam.
All right, just taking a look at this beer right off the bat, you can see that it has lost all of the head retention.
Oh,
Does that mean that it is not carbonated though?
No, it doesn't mean that it's not carbonated.
Just some beers don't hold head retention. But that is one sign for me that I always worry about in a beer. It had a lot of head. I could see that when I cracked it open. But once I poured it, virtually gone.
But the color is beautiful, isn't it?
It is a beautiful color.
It's like,
I think they take pride in this color.
It's a little rusty. Well, it is brewed for pride. So
And it's labeled on here as a ruby red hue. And it says sparkle on.
Yeah, and this is actually a celebration of diversity. They obviously are passionate about supporting the gay community.
Well, that's good to hear from the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
And this brewing company anyways. So what do you say, dear? Let's drink beer.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, Are you getting that smokiness in there?
There is a bit of smokiness in there.
So
Yeah.
that's probably it probably used some type of what am I looking for? Rock
Like-
malt.
Oh, okay.
It's probably the smokiness is probably coming from the malt profile.
Yeah.
Which, we didn't look up and see what the malt profile is, but
Yeah, we're just tasting it because we like to drink beer and talk about it.
let's slow down there, champ. This is a 9% ABV beer.
It is 9%. And
So-
as I was gonna say earlier, they do have food pairings on the website, which is really nice. Let's see, for savory food pairings, they say salmon, roasted beets, walnuts, and brie would go good. So I'm thinking like a salad with maybe some beets and some walnuts, and even some pan-seared salmon in there would be good.
The brie is cheese for anybody who
doesn't know.
Not so sure about that.
For the sweet, like a fruit and yogurt parfait.
Well, man, I'd love to do a pairing. I'd love to try some.
Would you? They say
Sweets,
that cherries
baby.
go good. Cherries
Right.
and chocolate. This chocolate is from a chocolatier in Redlands, and these are from Sprouts. But when I taste this beer, I feel like
Let's see what we get.
there's some sort of medicinal flavor going on, and I think that's what you're talking about with the smoke.
Smokiness, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like a smokiness should be in here, but
Yeah.
maybe you'll catch that with. I don't know.
I'm not mad at it. I like the sweetness. I like there's that Belgian yeasty estery flavor in there from the Belgian yeast.
And it is carbonated,
Mm-hmm.
but I think some of the fruit additions have lowered the carbonation down a bit because a triple is supposed to be
Really strong.
effervescent, right?
Oh yeah, and I feel like this is perfectly effervescent. Like it's not too effervescent. Like when you drink champagne or something like that, you take a sip of it, and it instantly fills your mouth with bubbles. This fills your mouth with bubbles pleasantly. It's not overwhelming. It's not like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking just, burp up beer.
I'd prefer it to be a little more effervescent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see what it tastes like with some chocolate.
I'm gonna finish my cherry.
Okay. How about
You go ahead.
how about we put a cherry on top of it? That didn't work.
Chocolate cherry. So,
What is this again? Parliament.
this does pair good with cherries, chocolate, angel food cake. They also have a restaurant on site in their Michigan area, and they serve it with aloo gobi, which is potato cauliflower dish, and that's kind of stewed in a tomato sauce with ginger and cilantro. So I could see that sweet of the beer balancing well with the savory of the aloo gobi.
Aloo gobi. Okay, those are two new words that I've learned today.
So what do you
I'm
think,
not
though?
excited about it.
You're not excited about this beer?
It doesn't excite my senses. I'm drinking a lot of it because I'm looking for that, and I just had the chocolate.
I wonder if it would be better fresh. I feel like maybe there's some oxidation that has happened
Fresh.
because it was supposed to be released in June, and we're like now into mid-July, so
That's not that long for a beer this heavy.
yeah, I don't know.
Shelf life says right on here 6 months.
Oh, okay. Well,
It also
There you have
says
it.
Puerto Rico do not litter. I don't know what that means. I think everybody should not litter, not just the Puerto Ricans.
I think it's definitely worth a check out, though. I mean, this beer it's good.
Yeah, it is a good beer. It is a good beer, and maybe it'll fit somebody else's profile just a little bit better than it would with mine.
Yeah, and if we ate it with like an actual
Chocolate
food pairing,
cake
like
or
I think
something?
it would benefit. It would elevate it a lot.
salmon salad, some of those pairings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe plan that night to have a dinner with some of those savory touches, and get you a couple of these beers and It's kind of like a champagne, man. It's the
Yeah.
champagne. This is the champagne of
That's
beers.
the real champagne of beers right there.
That other company, they can go to HE double hockey stick. You know what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, my name's Natalie Weiser Orozco,
And I'm Angel Orozco.
and thank you for tuning in to Hoppily Ever After.